say this to people. Look, how many ways have you tried to earn money? You earn money X way. How many other ways have you tried?
You have to plan for it. So I said to Tristan, we need to discuss money. We need to...
The value of their assets increase. And the poor with no assets, the ability to buy one becomes harder and harder as days go on.
Yes.
Because it's so much more expensive compared to their wages. The rich are literally getting rich.
Yes. Let's talk about the webcam business. Yeah. Yes. So that's the story. So for anyone watching this who doesn't know my story, I'm fighting. I became 4-time world champion. I was 28 when I won my 4th world title. And one day I woke up and I literally just woke up. I looked at my bank. I just won a world title fight, but I hadn't fought in 6 months. By the time I paid all my back rent and paid my car payments, all that, I looked at my bank. I had like $3 grand, $4 grand in there. And I'm like, I'm giving up my entire life and I don't even know how I'm going to live. I need to get rich. I want to get rich. So I said to my coach, look, I'm gonna take a couple months off and I'm gonna focus purely on money. And the story is, and this is a completely true story, I'm sitting with my brother and I'm like, how can we get rich? You know what's amazing? Now I have money, lots of people always ask me, how do I get rich? And I say, when's the last time you talked about money? When's the last time you sat down with your friends and refused to talk about anything else but how to make money? How are you making money? How are you making money? How am I making money? How can we make money together? How's that guy making money? How's that coffee shop there making money? Is that coffee shop making money? I don't know. Do they sell cake? No. Why don't they sell cake? Everyone in here is a businessman. If they had a cute young waitress, a girl, instead of a guy, they'd probably sell more coffee. Like, no one analyzes anything. They just want to get rich, right? I want to be rich, but they have no plan to get rich. And a hope and a plan are very different things. I explain this to people all the time. Everyone has a dream, but no one has a plan. And nothing good is going to happen on accident, right? I didn't become world champion on accident. I didn't wake up and someone go, how'd you become world champion? And I went, oops. You have to plan for it. So I said to Tristan, we need to discuss money. We need to plan this and we need to work out a way we can get rich. And that's when I started analyzing and understanding banks and the credit system and the money system, how the world actually works. And then I got really pissed off because I realized that money isn't real and it's all a scam. And the banks are destroying us in real time with inflation. And I still don't have any. So I was really mad. And I'm writing down, I was watching some YouTube videos like financial advice and we're talking about assets, liabilities, etc. And I'm writing down all my assets and I'm trying to work out what I have that's worth money. And the only thing I writ down, because I had a car, but what's that worth? Nothing. I'm big and strong, but I'm already fighting. I can't think of anything else to do with that. The only thing I had was, because I've been fighting all around the world, I had these 6 girlfriends, right? Because you'd win the world title, you fuck a ring girl, she falls in love with you, you're the big millionaire in London, of course, she thinks you live in the balling life, you're in some tiny apartment with a door lock. So I had these girlfriends, and I thought, well, I can't open a strip club, it costs money to open a strip club. And I'm kind of racking my brain, and by absolute coincidence, I'm going around the internet and I saw in the corner, talk to live girls now. And I'd never in my life, I was never a porn guy. I've never been watching porn or clicking on these things. And I said, talk to live girls. So I clicked on it and there's some chick there on a computer, like, hi, did it. And I was like, my girls can do that.
Crisis and opportunity are the same thing. In fact, in Japanese, they have the same word. And what most of you people are doing is you're going through your life. You're seeing a crisis. You're seeing the world get destroyed. You're seeing Corona, you're seeing the American election be stolen, you're seeing all these bad things happen, and you do not identify any opportunity in these circumstances. You sit there and think, oh well, the world does what it does and I'll keep doing my job. I'll keep working at Starbucks. And maybe one day when my ship comes in, I'll make some money. Never. That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, and I'm going to tell you why. 3 reasons most of you are never going to be rich. 1, you do not identify opportunity. The opportunity we are discussing now, which happened on the 12th of March, where I bought 600 grand of Bitcoin, which is now worth in excess of 7 million. I've done 0 work. 0. I've turned 600K into 7 million just because I identified an opportunity. It took me 10 minutes. You're sitting out there thinking, if I just had $1 million, if I could just become a millionaire. That's how easy it is. Now, you probably didn't have 600K to buy Bitcoin like I did. Fine. You could have put 600 in and had 70 grand. 70,000 you could have had from 600. But you do not identify opportunities. This is the first thing you do not do. You do not pay attention to the world around you. You just live in your little bubble. You're too busy arguing with your ugly girlfriend, too busy stressed out about some dumb shit, too busy sleeping in. You don't pay attention. You're not perspicacious. This is why you miss opportunities. It's the first reason you're never going to be rich. Second reason you're never going to be rich is that everything that is taught and told about wealth creation is outdated. Your parents' idea of how to generate wealth no longer works. Your parents say just work hard, save your money, put it in a savings account, and then get a mortgage, and then you can pay off the house. All garbage. That stuff doesn't work anymore. Back when your parents were doing that, the savings account gave them 6-7% interest. Now you don't even get 1%. Pay off the house. How much cheaper was a house in relation to their wages then than it is now? It's insane. If you actually try and make money by just putting money in a savings account and getting a mortgage and paying off the mortgage, you're going to be broke until you're 60. And that's not getting rich. You need to be rich when you're young and sexy, like me, not when you're old. Because nobody cares about the old dude in the Lambo, they care about the young dude in the Lambo. So everything you've been told and taught about wealth creation is outdated and wrong. The key to wealth creation, everything has changed, the whole game has changed. And I even say to people all the time, the ones I mentor and coach, don't buy a house, rent a house. They're like, oh, but isn't that wasting money? No, what's wasting money is buying a house, giving huge interest rates to a fucking bank, and then tying yourself to one geographical location. The reason humans are the #1 species on the planet is because of our adaptability, the ability to adapt. I can go anywhere on Earth. I can go wherever the money is, where the money resides. If the money's residing in Japan, I can go to Japan. If I need to go to Singapore, I can go to Singapore. I can go live in Las motherfucking Vegas. Wherever I'm gonna get paid, I can go, and I'll just rent. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't got nothing tying me down. It ain't gonna take years for me to buy or sell something. I ain't gotta worry about all the upkeep and property maintenance. Buying a house is foolish. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do own this house because I wanted it to be exactly the way I want it, but I'm rich, right? You aren't. So you shouldn't be doing that shit anyway. You do not need to buy a house. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. It's a psychological thing that your parents have told you. If you own a home, if you own a home, if you own a home. And then I tell people this and they go, oh yeah, but you can always rent it out. You're gonna spend $300,000 on a house so that you can rent out for $800 a month. And then every time the boiler breaks, you're gonna spend $500 fixing the boiler. And they're gonna damage your house. And by the time they leave, you're gonna need a whole bunch of repairs. And they're gonna be calling you all the time for hassle and stress if they even pay their rent on time. You think that's a good spend of 300 grand? Do you know what else you could do with 300 grand? Buy Bitcoin. Revolutionary. Your real estate could be on the blockchain instead of out here. Because when it's on the blockchain, it can be sold instantly. You ever tried to sell a house? It takes years. Ever tried to sell Bitcoin? It takes seconds. So this is the second reason you're never gonna be rich. Because all your ideas and concepts of how wealth is created are outdated. 3, the third and most important reason you're never gonna be rich is because you do not have a plan. You do not have a plan to get rich. Nothing good has ever happened on accident. Have you ever met a guy who's just got covered in muscle, he's got a 6-pack? You're like, hey bro, how'd you do that? You've been going to the gym. No man, it was just an accident. Oops. No, he built that body purposefully. He did things specifically to get the result he desired. He ate a specific way. He trained a specific amount. He knew exactly what he was doing. Every rich person knows exactly what they're doing. People who are making money know exactly how to do it. You're sitting there saying, I want to be rich. You don't even have a plan to get rich. How the fuck are you going to get rich on accident? How's that going to happen? Oops, I'm a millionaire. Never. Okay, so I'll tell everyone right here, right now how to get fucking rich. I'm gonna tell you how to get rich, and I guarantee most of them ain't gonna fucking rich. But here's how you do it. If you're a scientist, you never ever wake up, go into the lab, pour the right chemicals, and fix the problem. That doesn't happen. You go into the lab, you try some shit, it fucks up. You try some new shit, it fucks up, and you keep fucking around until something kind of works. Penicillin was a mold that grew on accident off of an old experiment. And the dude goes, what's this mold? Oh, it's penicillin. Before you know it, you have antibiotics. So mistakes, eventually something goes well. So I say this to people, look, how many ways have you tried to earn money? You earn money X way. How many other ways have you tried? Because you need to try a whole ton of ways, and you got to make a bunch of mistakes like a scientist does to find the thing that works. And everyone's heard this before, right? And then they'll say they have 2 hurdles to doing that. 1, they're lazy. And 2, they'll say, well, I have ideas, but I don't know how to start. Or I have ideas, but I need money to start. So then what you have to do, and this is one of the things I teach on CobraTate.com in my Hustlers University, is you have to look at your business ideas and your plans and find a way to remove the need for money to attempt them. So my philosophy on business is this. Any business in the world that could genuinely work without investment. People get this idea in their head, I need loads of money. Did you start 21 Colin with loads of money?
I started with $100.
Exactly. No one come along to you and gave you loads of money. So, and every single business I've tried, I will find a way to launch it for effectively free. And if it starts to make money, then maybe I'll put money. Or then maybe I have some balance sheet, I can go to an investor and get money. But everyone has this idea they need money first. So I'll give you an example. So, like I said, you want to try lots of different things. So let's say off the top of my head, you want to try a makeup brand. You're a woman, you want to try a makeup brand. So a woman will sit there. I've had people come to me and go, Andrew, I want to start a makeup brand. Okay. I need 200 grand. Why? I need to get makeup, and I need to get labels, I need to get packaging, and I'm going to get it all shipped in, and then I'm going to sell some, blah, blah. That is the wrong way to look at a business. Here's how you start a makeup brand. I say, make a fucking website, get some images of makeup, do your advertising or your marketing or whatever you were going to do. Put it on the internet without any makeup in stock and see if you can sell. Because if you start to sell, now you have money. Now you can email each customer and say, sorry for the delay. There's a shipping delay. We're going to give you a free lip gloss. And now you got money coming in. You can start to source some makeup. If you don't sell anything, then the idea would have never worked in the first place. And you haven't wasted 200 grand on boxes of fucking makeup.
Yeah.
You can start everything. You understand where I'm coming from? There's a way to start everything without throwing money down the drain.
Someone come at me and emailed me, said, Tate, why do you have such a different attitude towards money than these other rich guys? And that's what this video is about, because I'm going to correct you. I don't have a different attitude towards money than them. We have the same attitude towards money. We all respect money and we work hard to earn money. And we understand that money can be used to improve your life, that money can be invested to give you more money. We all understand money from the same angle. The reason these people are so fucking boring and don't do anything fun like I do is because we have a different attitude towards life. Especially, I'm gonna zoom in on a particular point of life to make my point, is females. People who spend money like me have a different attitude and different relationship with females than people who spend money like them. These people who advocate save, 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 save are banging sixes. They have a six, they're happy with their six, they sit at home. If you have a six and you're happy with your six, you don't need a sports car. Why? You don't need designer clothes. You don't need to go to the club. You don't need a cool Instagram. You don't need shit if you're banging average ass hoes. But if you want to bang and sleep with and conversate with the most beautiful women in the world, you need to go to where the most beautiful women in the world are. And they are in expensive places. And you need to pull up in a car which is either superior to or on par with the other cars in the parking lot. Which means if you're gonna go to Monaco and you wanna be talking to a Russian 10 out of 10, you need to roll up in an Aston or a Rari or a Lambo. I understand that I am too brilliant a man, too perfect in every single metric, too big, too strong, too smart, I can fight too well, I'm caramel, I'm beautiful. It would be a shame for me to not service these females. I am a gift to females created by the one above. That's what I am. So what am I gonna do? Stay at home and bang a six and save my money? No, I'm gonna roll up, flexing, come through, bam, champagne, bang, yeah, supercar outside, yeah, okay, 5-star, boom, 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 first class. Cause I'm a G. So these dudes are like, oh, just save all your money. You don't need to spend money. I made this much money and I didn't spend anything. They're advertising to the world. They don't fuck no pussy. You don't fuck no pussy that way. And if you do fuck pussy, it's not the kind of pussy I'd touch, my friend. It ain't my kind of pussy.
Look, so let's talk about, we'll get into the political aspect quickly.
Okay.
Why in London are Muslims so rich? I'll tell you why. The Muslims own all of London because their women are in check. So I had a Muslim friend when I used to go to college, and he drove a Ferrari. He was 19, and he worked in a chicken shop. He was making like $1,000 a month. And I was like, how the fuck do you have a Ferrari when you're making $1,000 a month? He goes, well, what happens is this. I have a wife at 19. I have a wife, and my 4 brothers have wives, and my mom, and all 5 women stay in the house, and they cook and clean and provide for us men. And then us men, our only job is to go out and make money. And then we put all our money together, and then we buy properties and buy expensive cars, and we share them. So, and then he said to me, he goes, the problem with white people, you said it right, the problem with white people is, if you were in my family with 5 people, or 5 brothers, you'd go rent a place because you want your own space, fuck a girl, and you'd go rent a place, and you'd go rent a place, and you'd all be paying separate rents, and you wouldn't pool your money, and you couldn't live in one house because all the women wouldn't like each other, or the men would argue, and the woman would want to look after the men. He goes, so all your assets are divided and scattered. So you can't make
And
money.
that's before all getting divorced too.
And that's before you're getting divorced. That's right. They're not going to get divorced either.
Yeah.
So if you have women in check, it's absolutely a massive benefit. I can wake up in the morning and say the first words out my mouth. I can wake up, coffee. It's the first thing I say, not hey baby, coffee. She'll get up, she'll make me coffee. I'll come out to a clean house and I can sit down with my coffee and start making money. That's it. If I had to be like, hey baby, are you okay, baby? Oh, you're in a bad mood today. Oh, let me cheer you up. Oh, let me make you a drink.
You should do like a comedy video like about this being a bitch. Like, oh baby.
how the fuck am I gonna get paid if I'm doing that shit?
Yeah.
So having women in check is absolutely a huge advantage to your life, because I don't agree with MGTOWs. As a man, you need feminine energy. I'm telling you now, I say this, if you're sick, let's say you get the flu, every once in a while you get sick, you know, when you're fucking dying and you're sick. You want a woman, make me tea, massage my head, I'm dying. You need women around you, and you want women who love you. But you don't want to deal with all their shit. So it's just getting the balance right. You do need women around you, but you need to be good with them so they love you and they respect you and let you do your things as a man.